What's in there between my hands?
My brain.
No, that's not exactly what I mean.
Oh my God. This movie is so I have to say, and I think it hit me in a special way because it's dedicated to my dear friend, Scott Wampler, who I love so much. And I know he's sitting here right now being like, you're not talking about me in an interview. I know you're not.
Oh my God, we should do the entire interview about Scott and really piss him off.
Really piss him off.
Yeah.
But it really resonated with me and it really stuck with me in a way. And I'm curious if there was something in the story that was really unexpected for you in the way that it hit you.
Oh, there's a moment where Matt Lillard is going through this whole litany of things about the end of the world. And then later he looks right up at the sky and he goes, oh, skywriting. And there's such joy in that discovery for him. And it really makes me tear up because it's this very human truth that when everything is falling apart around you, there will be a moment of beauty. And that's just a fact. Like even in the worst, most terrible days of your life, something will happen that will make, like light will glint off the water and you will go, oh, wow. You know, just even in your darkest moments.
That is so well said. What was it like for you to be in a Mike Flanagan project where something horrifying is not happening to you?
Are you kidding me? So many horrifying things are happening at the end of the world. Now, you know,
it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful
I think
movie.
They're all beautiful.
They are. You're right. You're right.
I don't ever perform a Mike Flanagan project like something terrible is happening. I think that's the beauty of them. He writes them about people. And then the circumstances are secondary, right? Yeah. So Theo Crane was somebody who was traumatized as a child and is trying desperately to connect in any way she knows how, despite her traumas. And that to me is so beautiful. And like even Camille, when she's having her face ripped off by a monkey, like I was playing that as like the best day of her life. She was going to get her sister. It was going to be a problem. And then like these terrible things happen. But isn't that life, right? We're just like living and terrible things happen. We're living and wonderful things happen. You just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm personalizing the interview, but it did stick with me with the Scott aspect and that I contain multitudes line because I remember being at his funeral and people were telling different aspects that like of this person that I didn't necessarily know. And I was like, oh, that's not the version of Scott that I knew. So I'm curious for you that line, I contain multitudes. Like, what does that mean to you?
You know, honestly, Mike Flanagan and Stephen King say it better than I can. They say it in the movie. But what is important about it is that every single person is a universe, right? When you see Chuck walking up before he dances and he's wearing his suit and wearing the armor of accountancy, as they say, and going to businessman meeting, carrying businessman briefcase, you would never think that there's a dancer inside. Yeah. When you see Mike Flanagan and Stephen King's name on a poster, you would never know that this gem of a tender movie is inside unless you open up your heart. And so there's a sense that when you're walking down the street, you are experiencing the multiverse because every single person you encounter is their own universe. There are billions of different ways to be a person and billions of different things that happen to every billionth of a person on the planet. And within all of that, like the world is huge, but the world also contains me. And so within all of that, there's also you, tiny you. And that's wonderful. You get both. You get the expansiveness of the multiverse and you also get you. And that's what it means. You contain multitudes.
I knew you were going to be the best person to unpack this with. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So wonderful to see you. I miss you and hopefully see you soon.
See you soon.
You contain multitudes.